Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Devin, what are you talking about?
Nothing. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. Welcome, everyone, to NGS Season 11. We got a Div D East game between the teams of p0s3idon and ProBUs Strikes Back. Devin, can you take it away? While I do other things.
You can't see it, but I'm dancing. Do 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 do. Anyway, what I was talking about was there was a. I was pulling up the stream as I normally do to be a good moderator in the chat, and I got this commercial that I thought looked really cool, and I was like, "Well, this is cool." It's got like a picture of the moon, and it's zooming in, and then it was it's for Toyota Corollas. I was very disappointed.
Oh my god, is that the moon?
It was the moon, and I got excited because the moon, as everybody knows, is really cool.
Is that a fact? Alright, give me... I think I got it fixed.
What are you fixing?
Nothing that you really need to... And it's pasted. Alright, that should be fixed for you. You should be able to see that now. There you go.
I'm perfect, thank you.
All right.
No one else needs to know about what we're doing. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody, don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions. If you ask questions, there will be consequences. Oh, I have a kitty. Oh,
kitty.
Oh, what's she doing? She came up here and now she regrets her decision because I have her flipped up and I'm giving her squitches and she doesn't like it. This cat has been extraordinarily snuggly the past couple days.
That's good. That's what she wanted out of the cat.
You really do.
Yeah.
I was sleeping in real late yesterday, yesterday, and she was napping with me for the whole day, pretty much.
Oh my god.
It was pretty great.
Oh my god, these teams do not have portrait synergy. They're going to fix that. It's fine. It's fine.
They don't have portrait.
We gotta figure it out.
They're gonna get banned. That's how it works.
All right.
There's some nonsense going on.
There is some nonsense.
Where do I recognize Hirobi from, Mark?
I believe Hirobi was on...
You got this.
Oh god, I don't even bother asking what the team name was. But I know Hirobi is a ProBUs regular. Maybe it was from the team. Maybe we did cast the ProBUs Strikes Back earlier and Hirobi was on it. Maybe that's what it was.
Hirobi's name is very familiar, though.
Oh, you know what? We played Among Us with Hirobi.
Oh my god, you're right! We did play Among Us with Hirobi.
Hey, you guys remember Among Us? Remember when Among Us was a thing?
Among Us? Is it still a thing?
It's gotta be. Like, they're coming out with a new map eventually, maybe? I've heard. Oh my god! We're in game!
Oh,
Let's go!
We're gonna see Cho'Gall. We're gonna see people who scale into the late game, because this game goes on. This big map goes on forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna see Chromie banned.
You're gonna see maybe Hirobi Sylvanas get banned, because I remember that being a problem for some people.
We're gonna see Deckard get banned.
Deckard, get him out of here.
He's out of. We're gonna see Lost Vikings getting banned.
They're too powerful. That's 3 mans in one.
We're gonna get Cho and Gall banned.
Both of them.
Individually banned.
Yeah. Both of them. All right, let me check out this scouting sheet here. Let's see what the most likely ban is here. Ban report. Might see. Ooh, my god. We got a lot of May games going on over here. Oh, but Johanna. Johanna is also
gotta
popular.
Get that JoJo band. She's a Gabriel band here.
She's too powerful. She's too powerful.
Now, Mark, this is the first time I've used your ban report before. I'm looking at it. If it's wrong, I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna use my instincts instead.
Oh my god. Uh-oh. I'm under so much pressure.
Oh, it's completely wrong. She's not even on here. That's
no!
it. I'm not using it. Back to player report. I'm gonna do my own scouting ban scouting.
Oh wait a minute. That's right. There is that thing. Devin, are you able to start a prediction?
Sure. What do you want me to start there, friend?
Who will win game number 1?
Okay, let me see. So how would I do that? I would go to. Okay, hold on. Channel tools? Use in chat.
Anyways, we do see Gazlo coming out on the side of the ProBUs Strikes Back. Gazlo, popular band, and I do see a couple games with Poseidon on it, so that's a good pick. That's a good pickoff. Ooh. And Falstad has been ever so popular with recent buffs on him. He does have that level 1 talent, which is bugged, which you cannot select. Cannot pick it. You ain't allowed to pick it. It's illegal. Get it out of there.
Get it out of here. What is the poll you wanted me to create there, my friend?
Who's gonna win, Poseidon or ProBUs? It's
there we go.
It's PvP.
Who is your favorite? Which team are you?
Oh, Rick's picking up the Cassia, and Cassia's a good pick. Sonya on the other side, however, she's really strong. ETC. Coming out strong with the ETC early pick. Now, we could see this ETC get flexed into the offlane. We've seen that a couple of times, and on a big map such as this, Stage Dive is a very popular selection.
There we go. I've got that pole
going. There we go.
Climb.
Oh my god, Uther and Greymane. Is that... You think that's main tank Uther dev?
Okay, hold on. I was focusing on how to create pole. Maybe Uther's not that great of a solo healer. Like, he's got a lot of burst heals, but like that's about it. He can't really sustain during a match. So maybe it'll be a main tank Uther here. His self-sustain is really great, especially once you get into the later levels.
Wait a minute, Devin. I don't want to like judge your abilities, but I did ask you to make a prediction, and you made a poll. So I'm gonna have to revoke that mod tag of yours.
Prediction. Open a set of entity create a menu. What's the difference?
Because they can gamble in predictions.
Okay, well, it was a different question anyway. It was which team are you rooting for? So now I will do a prediction. There we go.
Listen, I need to feed chat's gambling addiction. It's what fuels me.
Well, we're gonna say who's gonna win this first round.
All right.
After, I will put the poll in when I see on the stream that all the characters are picked.
Wait, is it because we got a 30-second delay? So once the characters are picked, it'll be 30 seconds after that. So do it now.
What do you mean? No, I'm gonna put it in the chat. It'll immediately go, won't it?
But it'll be in the chat right now, which is 30 seconds ago, from when we were speaking. Oh wait, I think I see what you're saying. You're smart.
Because if I put it in right now, I'm watching the stream. If I put it in right now, all they know is that there's an Uther, a Greymane, a Sonya on the one side, and a Cassia ETC on the other side. So, if I wait until the stream catches up, bega bega booma, my friend.
Yo, Devin, that is main tank Uther coming in on the side of ProBUs.
I'm excited for this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's kind of...
Oh yeah, there, bud, don't you know?
It's kind of showing it off, because taking Uther so early, and like, taking solo healer solo Earther healer.
Solo Earther healer.
Taking solo heal Uther so early in the game is just begging for punishment. Just begging for it. Alright, Dahaka on the other side, okay. Pop to the in-game screen. Here we go. Drink some water. Alright, Right Wing, Raynor, Cassia, Dahaka, and ETC. A lot of basic attack damage, a lot of sustained damage. maybe a little weak on the burst, but I think with isolation and ETC, you can get some nice picks. There's the prediction.
Boom, boom,
There it
boom,
goes.
boom, 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 boom. Using all these Twitch features that we never use.
Yeah. On this side, Stukov, Sonya, Greymane, Chromie, and Uther. I really like that. I really like that. Give me a Chromie, give me an Uther, give me a Toother. Bah. 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 Alright. For the side of Poseidon, we have Battle Hail on the Dahaka. We have Sketch on the ETC, Rex on the Cassia, Penetrator on the Brightwing, and Le Dieu Pipu. Devin, help me out here.
That is Le Dieu Poipu.
Le Dieu Pipu on the Raynor. I did my best. Don't judge me.
On the side of ProBUs Strikes Back, we have Desda on the Stukov, Alan Hicks on Sonya, Digital Legacy on Greymane, Hirobi on Chromie, and Amtino on that main tank Uther.
Here we go. Listen. I'm no francophone, all right. You gotta give me a break here. Cut me some slack.
I don't know what Poipu means, but I know that it is the god of something.
Oh my god.
Le Dieu, the god.
Oh my god. Alright, what do we got going on? Chromie's already in the top lane. Oh, and Dahaka's coming up here to contest Hirobi on the Chromie.
Are we seeing a off-lane Chromie?
I think...
Do you remember when none of Chromie's abilities affected minions? Ooh, Sketch comes in for that double stun there. That is a dead Hirobi.
That is a dead Hirobi. Oh my god, the 3-man gang finishing off Chromie in the top lane. Greymane comes up to support. And someone needs to get into the mid lane to pick up some of the soak schemers. Looks like it's going to be our friendly neighborhood main tank, Uther. Oh my god, 3-man rotation down onto Uther. Looks like Uther's going to be able to get out of there. Out of there. Alright. In the bot lane. Oh, looks like the full just finished. Looks like we got ProBUs Strikes Back in the lead. For the prediction.
It just ended. I think I put it up for 2 minutes. Maybe I'll put it up for longer on the next round. But yeah, looks like everybody's favoring ProBUs.
Probably a reasonable amount of time.
Now, it did say we had to confirm it afterwards, and I don't know how to do that. So after this match, I will figure out how to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you need to say who won so the people can get their money back.
Yeah. I had to confirm which way the prediction went.
This way or that way? Alright. Ooh, power slide onto Enter mode. Ooh. And Uther just gets knocked right off. Look at that. That was an excellent engage.
That's a dead main tank.
That is a dead main tank Uther. Dead main tank Uther if I've ever seen one. But he does have Ghost Heal, so his friends are alive for another little time. Oh my god, another power slide, another
Digital
bomb.
Legacy, very low.
There we go.
So far, the side of Poseidon is doing a really great job of catching ProBUs off guard and getting a few picks in.
I think they're looking for a little bit of a gank in the top lane. Got Chromie porting onto Dahaka in the bush, being a little bit sneaky snacky, but Hirobi has figured it out. They've figured out the trick. It's not to die.
It is, in fact, to live.
That's usually what you want to do. In the bot lane, we got Alan Hicks on Rix, just facing each other off in the also off lane. Because this map is so big, everything's an off lane.
Everything is off lane. Just checking out the Uther build right now, seeing if he is going for that main tank build, and it does look like he is. Unfortunately, he won't get a really big bulk of his healing from basic attacks until later on in the game.
But you're really looking for that quest is the stun reduction. That's what you're looking for. To get to knock those stuns right out.
Yeah, and I think main tank Uther will get a lot better as we move into the late game, especially because this map is one of the maps that is it takes a long time to win on. The longer the game goes on, the better main tank Uther is going to be.
Yeah. Poseidon, however, was able to pick up the objective while ProBUs Strikes Back picks up the camp. So it looks like ProBUs Strikes Back is going to be moving right on in here to try to contest this objective here. Power slide onto Uther. A little bit of a bonk. Jimmy shooting gun. Oh, but look who's getting shot right back at Jimmy.
Q very low.
A little bit of a challenge trying to get the objective back under wraps. It's still going.
Ooh, triple stun there.
Countdown is active. ProBUs Strikes Back trying very hard to do a little bit of control. 0.5 seconds left on it. Any interrupts?
Oh!
Oh!
Brutal.
Brutal, but Dahaka does go down.
Does die there. Same with ETCs, looks like.
There he goes. This will be a better defense forward the side of ProBUs strikes back. For a very slightly too late channel on the objective there. You're always stuck in that weird position of like, do we channel, do we team fight, do we like...
What do we do here? What's going on?
Because they were getting pelted with sandblasts, and it's tough to make that split-second decision. But they did get a favorable trade for it. Looks like middle will be cleaned up pretty quickly. A lot, 3-man pushing in the bottom here. Some Brightwing put it in because I was looking at the minimap. She wasn't there. She wasn't there.
She wasn't there. I swear to God, she wasn't there.
4-man pushing the bottom. 4-man response from the side of ProBUs. ProBUs strikes back, not to be confused with OG ProBUs. Or maybe to be confused with OG ProBUs.
Maybe that's the intention there.
You know, Devin, I think the intention was a Star Wars reference. I'm gonna be honest with you on this one.
What is a Star Wars?
What is a Star Wars? Devin, I want you to know that I have never seen...
Don't say it.
I don't even remember which one it's called. It's like the first Star Wars movie that was released.
A New Hope?
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's the one. I've only ever seen the prequels.
Shut up. No, you haven't.
I've only ever seen the
Chat
prequels.
roast this guy. I've only seen the prequels, he says.
Oh, stun on this.
Still, you getting caught up there. Run, Alan.
Get out of there, Alan.
I can't see Alan's name without thinking of the Jurassic Park 3 scene where he's on the thing and the raptor says, Alan! That's all I'm thinking about right now.
Well, I'm gonna need to watch Jurassic Park sometime. Oh, big stun from Uther. There's 10's coming. Oh, ETC Mosh hits 3. Jimmy's in here shooting his gun.
Mosh at the perfect time.
But
he's still dead though.
I think a Jimmy shot knocked Greymane out of the Mosh. I believe that's what I saw. I believe that's what I've just seen, and I don't think that was intentional.
And Stukov doing a big heal there kept everyone alive from that Hyperion.
Yeah, Stukov's a great pick. I mean, we're a little distracted with the whole prediction stuff going on, but Stukov's a great pick into this comp.
Yeah, really, really great pick.
Oh my God, Brightwing coming in. There's the port. There's the silence. There's a
Cassia very low.
Everybody getting so low, but are they gonna get out? Did they get out? Oh, not enough focus.
They do.
Not enough focus from ProBUs Strikes Back. They see a Brightwing teleport, and they're focusing on the Cassia, and they do not make a decision.
No, unfortunately not. Ooh, coming back on the ETC here. He's getting a little low, but he should be able to get out of there with no problem. Taking a look at some of these builds, I did notice something very strange on the Raynor. He picked up Veteran's Marksman at level 1.
Oh my God.
Usually we see Exterminator come out there. Especially on this map where the camps are very important.
Listen, Devin, there's a very important mantra when you're playing Jimmy, and sometimes it's just stacks for life, baby. You gotta get them stacks. You get a ding for Veteran Marksman. You get a ding for Behemoth.
Listen, as a reformed Jimmy player, I can tell you that yes, that is in fact what you do when you want to have ding 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 with Jimmy. However, Fight or Flight and Exterminator are definitely the best talents on those tiers.
They are extremely good. However, this game will probably be going on for quite a while, and you can get some good deal out of Veteran's Marksman. Get that
for sure, yeah. Get all that damage.
Ooh, a gank coming in under the Dahaka up here. Brightwing porting right in before there's even any sorts of trouble.
That Emerald Wind, she is getting so much value from that. Usually we see Brightwings pick up the teleport, but I think this Emerald Wind was a great grab.
Yeah, very good pick. With the disengage and especially getting out. Oh my God! Hold on! Wait a minute! You want your blink now, don't you? Don't you?
Don't you there, Brightwing? Oh, the Divine Storm comes out into the stun. Oh, he has stasis though.
His dives underground.
Get away.
Oh, adaptation. Does he get out of there? Does it proc? It procs. Does he get out of there? Yes! Battle Hill getting right off of that hill. However, in the bot lane, look what we got going on down here.
Oh, we got Boss coming out. That's not so good for ProBUs.
Yeah, ProBUs needs to defend against this, and I think Poseidon has the opportunity to head to the top lane and take their own boss, or Oh, the objective's out. Hey, look, there's an objective on this map.
Hey, there's an objective? No way, dude.
Who put this here? Who put this dangle thing here?
Who put this here?
Oh, wait, what are we doing for sign? We're just pushing. Okay, guess we're just taking a free keep. Free fort.
You do what you gotta do, man.
Now, next, doing a little bit of scouting. This is 4-man. You do not want to fight against this, despite how much spinning to winning you can do. ProBUs is just taking this objective for free. There we go. Oh, ETC coming with power slide, does not land anything. Mosh.
But he's looking for that mosh.
Oh, there it is.
Grabs 2 of them, but there's a flailing swipe to interrupt. Ooh, lots of Valley coming out for that lightning.
Good swipe.
Ooh.
Oh, Uther.
I don't know about that run, Uther. I think that may have been the wrong direction for him to run.
That mud right there, that's that ain't where you want to be.
It's killer.
It's a killer. Perobi being a little bit of chromie pest, trying to get those interrupts going. I don't think, yeah, ETC was too far along to get that second Sandblast out. Alright, Cassia in the back taking the Knoll camp. ProBUs strikes back. I think we just need to be on the defensive for now. I don't think 20 seconds left on the timer, and Stukov just got up.
I don't think they quite have enough time to take it.
Yep, they're definitely trying, though. They're putting in the effort. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. They're in another situation where they need to decide kill or channel. Kill or channel.
Looks like they're going for chill. Channel's almost down. We got 0.1 seconds and it's down.
And that is that. That's down. ETC goes down in exchange for the Sonya, and Cassie is going absolutely nuts. These lightning balls coming out. Uther is found himself in a little bit of an awkward situation. Gets a little bit of stun. Oh, but there is the Raynor Q to finish him off.
Oof.
Very rough. I think they needed to make a decision if they were gonna fight or try to get the channel. And I don't think the channel was much of an option there, especially with 7 seconds left. Alright, looks like we got a big push in the bottom lane, trying to get some pressure onto this keep. A big root comes out onto the Raynor, but there's no damage there to quite follow it up yet.
Now, interestingly, the Uther at level 13 there, we kind of missed it. Ended up picking Well Met instead of Blessed Champion. Not looking for that extra basic attack kill, instead just going for trying to make it so people can't escape.
Yep. And reduced damage dealt is always good, especially if you can land it on any sort of back line. Hitting Cassia would be huge, especially hitting her also knocks off her armor.
For sure.
But Poseidon is having a pretty good go at this. They have all the forts down and are just pressuring mid-keep right now.
They are also a talent tier ahead, though ProBUs is about to close that distance.
Yeah, Root and Silence onto the ETC. ETC does get a fair bit chunked, but looks like Poseidon will be walking away. ProBUs on their siege camp onto these Knoll, just trying to get these out on cooldown, as that is a 1 minute and 30-second refresh rate on those Knolls. And looks like we're looking at top boss here. Do we have? Are we able to? We are on even talent tiers.
I think they're about to get spotted by that thing though. So.
Yeah, it looks like we were just scouting it out. Make sure that the enemy was not on it. Make sure Poseidon was not doing it already.
Some danger pings coming out there.
Oh, is Haka burrowing into the top lane? Okay.
He is? Are they looking at taking this boss?
They might be. They might be just scouting it as well. Both of these teams just being like, are you on boss? You best not be on boss.
You better not be on boss.
Oh my god.
It looks like they're going in for it. They're going for the boss.
They're on boss. Are we withdrawing from the boss? Or are we releasing the boss? Are we releasing the boss? Alright. Are you on the boss? Guys.
Lots of danger pings coming out here. Cool. Look at that Dahaka hiding in there. Uther's like, nah, get out of here.
Seen ya. I seen ya.
I seen ya.
There's a Chromie Scout coming out onto boss. Are you doing boss? No, we're not doing boss. Are you doing boss? I don't think so. But all this fuss over boss, and bot lane is getting a pretty hefty amount of pressure, so I need to set it down there to deal with that. Oh, time trap onto the Dahaka. Dahaka will be safe and sound. It looks like Poseidon sees, you know what, there's Sonya back at the base. Let's do this boss.
Yeah, they're going to be able to take this boss without too much hassle, though it does look like ProBUs is going in. Lots of danger pings coming out.
Lots of danger ping. Sonya is a little bit behind, and I think this boss will be going over to the side of Poseidon. Can they get in there? Oh, there's Emerald Wind.
No, and trades for the Uther.
Ooh. Oh, and the Stukov.
Stukov as well.
Oh my god. ProBUs Strikes Back needs to just defend here. I don't think they can do anything. Any more fighting. And this objective, I don't. Are we going to be able to get this objective, though?
I think they should be able to. They got 30 seconds before the Stukov and the Uther are up, and they have to take care of this boss, and that's going to take a significant amount of time.
Yeah, and Poseidon says, you know what, we got that boss, we're going to take this little siege camp of yours. It's a snack, just as a side. Give us this. Hum, nom, nom.
Yeah, every little bit here just gives them that much more time to finish the game here, honestly. Things are not looking good for ProBUs.
Yeah, it looks like Poseidon will be pushing with the boss at least. They've given up channel. Oh, a big drag onto Grey Mane. Can we get a little damage out there? No, looks like we're going to be giving that up.
Stukov and Uther are both up right now.
Oh, big stun.
Someone is very low, but I can't see who it is.
It's ETC and Dahaka, as they have just went down. That is a very good trade for the ProBUs Strikes Back. They have a dead boss on the core, and I think they can push up to the objective right after they clear mid, which is because mid is, once again, kind of a problem.
A little dangerous.
A little dangerous.
Yeah. ProBUs here mounting an excellent defense there.
Poseidon
did end up losing the keep, but
looks like we got Poseidon just trying to get some free channel on the point while they can, and then we'll be backing right up because this is 3v5 and ain't nobody wants a piece of that.
Now, Mark, we do have level 20s coming up for the side of Poseidon. What do we have going on over there?
Oh, we got upgrade to Bright Wings, Emerald Winds, Intensive Winds. We got Execute on the Jimmy, Infinite Lightning for the Cassia, Sense Claws on the Dahaka, and Storm Shield on the ETC. Okay.
Interesting.
Usually
we are still a little ways away for ProBUs from picking up their level 20 talents. Although Chromie does have hers, picking up that Piercing Sands. She's a time traveler.
Piercing Sands is a very powerful ultimate. Very powerful 20 is. You can clear waves, you can reach the back line. It just gives you so much reach. Looks like ProBUs Strikes Back has once again found themselves in a position where they need to deal with these lanes before they're able to get any more objective on the point. Oh, a little bit of invade. ProBUs thinking, or Poseidon doing a little bit of invade, considering. Can't quite make it work. ProBUs Strikes Back, clearing up this midway before heading to the objective. I would venture a guess. They are down 20s. So I don't know if they actually want this or not. Yeah, we got a little bit of hesitation saying, we need that soak up in the top lane. There's the Scouting Dragon trying to get an idea of what's going on. And I think at this point it may be a little bit too late. We have 12 seconds. Oh, we're moving in. A little bit of moving on in the mud. Chromie's in a little bit of awkward position here. I don't think we want to be standing that far out.
Ooh, the time comes back on the ETC.
Oh, but ETC gets knocked
very
off.
Low.
Channel.
Saved by the shield. Oh, not quite.
Objective does finish. Oh, but a big stun does not land on anything. Oof. Oh, drag on the Grey Mane. And Grey Mane hungry. Grey Mane hungry for the Dahaka, but no, we're back and we're right out of here.
We do have level 20s coming up for the side of ProBUs Strikes Back. So Stukov picking up the Controlled Chaos, Sonya with the Ignore Pain, Grey Mane grabbing Hunter's Blunderbuss, as we saw Chromie picking up Piercing Rounds, and Uther grabbing Redemption, coming back at half his health when he dies the first time.
That's a good pick for main tank, because the more you can tank, the more you can tank. That's my motto.
The more you can tank, the more you can tank.
Yep, I say that all the time.
Looks like they're going to lose this middle keep here.
Oh, time loop onto the Jimmy. Can we get a kill? Ooh. Bad heal on the Jimmy. Does save him. And I think he had enough bonus health from his Behemoth Hour to actually save him, because he was quite low at one point. What is that? He's got like some number of bonus health. I'm sure it counts. I'm sure they had enough.
He has about an extra 130 health, or 330 health, including the base 2 ones.
And
now ProBUs is mounting an excellent defense right now, but the problem, as you can see, looking at the mini-map, is that Poseidon has all of their forts up. Yeah, most of their front walls.
I'd say a big problem is that there's too much blue.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue here. Like, it seems like ProBUs can win almost any of these late game encounters, but it doesn't matter if you don't have anything that can defend for you.
Mm-hmm. Now Poseidon did get the boss, and this boss almost certainly grabs this keep. I mean, that's an easy take.
And they're quickly going for the top boss as well.
And the top boss is a win condition here. That's going to be a huge problem for ProBUs. Because with 3 keeps down, that is all of the armor plates gone from the core. And that'll be a very tough defense. So it looks like Poseidon has locked in their answer for how they're going to win this game. And let's see how this plays out. This is defensible, but it will be difficult. Poseidon also stealing the Gnoll camp, trying to get that.
Get those gnolls.
Get those gnolls pushing. Alright, here comes the team fight. This is most likely the end of the game for either team, because if one team wipe here and the whole game can flip.
Yeah.
Boss is
marching. ProBUs can mount one final defense here.
There is a swipe from Stukov, trying to get as much zone as possible. There's another swipe, and it looks like we got a lot of focus onto the core. Dahaka getting very low, but activating his
Sketch also very low. He's teleporting back.
Sonya.
Uther is down, but he's gonna revive soon.
But Mosh in the backline, and the core is nearly dead, and that is it. Game 1. Going over to Poseidon.
Let's see if we can't figure out this prediction. So, choose the outcome. Sorry, guys. Poseidon won.
Poseidon wins.
Oh, God. Are you sure Poseidon is the correct outcome? Complete the prediction. Well, after we get that second... I guess I confirmed it a little bit early for everybody in the stream. I'll have to remember that as we go in here. Sorry for the spoilers there, guys. The 30
spoilers.
Seconds.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. We should get set a delay on those.
Majesty finding that. Sorry, guys. We learned our mistake. Map 1 by Poseidon. Alright, take a look at these numbers here. We got Cassia for the side of Poseidon, rocking it in the hero damage category. Dahaka doing a lot of split soak action. On the other side for ProBUs Strikes Back, Rayman rocking it in both of these hero damage and siege damage. But Sonya with the most soak, and same with Dahaka on that side. Taking a look over to these talents. Jimmy getting value with the Veteran Marksman and Behemoth Armor combo. You don't see that a whole lot, but they made it work. Cassia going for good old Q build. Dahaka, we don't see a lot of Dahaka. The Tissue Regeneration, one who collects Feeding Frenzy Adaptation. Got him out of trouble a couple times. Primal Rage. Tunneling Claws, and Ascent's Claws. ETC going Speed Metal out 4. Pinball Wizard, Mosh Pit Face Melt, Imposing Presence, and Storm Shield. Taking a look at ProBUs' talents. Stuka going for Reactive Ballista Spores, Biotic Armor, Target Decision, Flailing Swipe, Virulent Reaction, Super Strain, and Controlled Chaos. That is a muy bueno build. That's a good build to go. I like that build.
I have a cat meowing in the background. Let me just get her up here. There you go, sweetie.
Sonya going for a good old slam build. Looking for some big old slams coming out. Rayman, we got stuff.
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff. Stuff and things. Chromie going for Time Walker's Pursuit. Adderhole Anomaly. Mobius Loop. Temporal Loop. Timeout Quantum Overdrive. And Piercing Sands. Uther. Main Tank Wiggle Hammer of the Lightbringer. Holy Shock, Hand of Protection. Divine Storm. Well met. Benediction and Redemption.
Now, from what I know about main tank Uther, the only really standout talent here would be the Well-Met at 13. Generally, I think taking the basic attacks heal you for 15% and your allies around you for 15% may have been a little bit more useful here. But yeah, this is a pretty standard main tank Uther build.
Perhaps.
I think it could have worked. I think it was working there as we saw at the end. It was just unfortunately by that point, too many structures had been lost. The map was too blue. There was no coming back from it.
It was just too blue.
It was too blue. Oh, now I gotta know what p0s3idon means.
Oh, look that up, baby. Figure out that French science.
I gotta start relearning French. It's been so long. Oh God, cat. Jesus.
Alright, let's head over to best of 3 screen because we got the invite to game numero 20.
It must be a slang term because I don't know what it's.
Do you think? Maybe it's just like pew pew, as in like pew pew pew.
The god of pew pew.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Pew pew pew. Just waiting for this lobby to be a little bit flipperonied. In the meantime, we are going to Battlefield of Eternity. B-O-E. Make sure we got this. Bam. Bam. And pow. Done. Alright, and we will wait for someone to shuffle these players around, because things do not look correct in this lobby.
No, they do not. I gotta know.
We gots to know. But it does look like...
Gots to know. Gots to know.
What do we gots to know?
A pain in the ass.
Oh my god. Roasted.
Roasted. The cat has found an unfortunate place right on my mouse.
Alright, what do we get here? Still waiting for this lobby to be flipped around a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Just a little bit. I think things are mostly together.
I mean, I'm not there.
People are just realizing now, hey, wait a minute, that's not a player. This dude's not on my team. Get him out of here. So first draft is Team 1, so Team 2 will be Team 2 will have selected the map, which means, bam. ProBUs is going for map pick for B-O-E.
B-O-E. B-O-E. B-O-E.
I don't know about that. We are ready. And...
Oh, we got Le Dieu Poppy in chat. I need him to tell me what a p0s3idon is, because I don't know what a p0s3idon is.
Yeah. Some kind of...
He is the god of p0s3idon, and I don't know what a p0s3idon is.
Could be anything. Could even be a boat.
Okay, now the cat is successfully in my arms and falling asleep.
Aw, you love to see it.
You love to see it, but she's very large, and she is not making it easy to commentate because her paw is almost about to be on my hand.
Oh.
She is purring.
Aw, what a sweetie.
Aren't you just a little sweet? She is out. She's not out because she's purring. But her eyes are closed. She's just enjoying life.
Nah. Alright, looks like we're getting ready to rock and or rumble.
The casters are stoned. That is correct. We are stoned.
We are stoned.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll start the prediction once I see the thing pop up here. and I'll set a longer time limit on it. So people who are just like, let's go, can go.
Let's go!
And people who are like, let's wait till after the draft. Can wait till after the draft. And then people are like, let's wait till the first 5 minutes of the game.
Let's do it.
So let me get that ready.
All right, first ban coming out for Poseidon. What are we gonna see? Anything really scary that last game? Probably Chromie. I could see Chromie getting banned out. Chromie's always just a huge pain. But this is Battlefield of Eternity, and she's not as valuable on this map, I believe, as some of the other picks you can go for in the mage slot. Such as May. The mage. ProBUs strikes back, striking back with a ban against. There's a lot of things to ban from the side of Poseidon. Poseidon was looking very strong.
What do you think here, my friend? 10 or 15 minutes on the submission period?
10's a lot of time.
10's a lot of time. Because this take about 1 minute, and then 2 minutes to load into the game, and then you got 5 minutes into the game to decide.
Okay.
There we go.
Sounds right. We do see the Johanna ban coming out for the side of ProBUs strikes back. Johanna's a very solid tank, and getting it out of here is a smart call. Poseidon. Are we doing a tank pinch? Or are we just trying to get all these tanks out of here? Make it very hard for the enemy team. Li Ming. Li Ming is a good pick on this map. Bombardment. Yeah. Second ban coming out for the side of ProBUs strikes back. I think we're going to see an ETC ban.
I think we're going to see the ETC ban here as well. That ETC landed some phenomenal moshes. His stunts were on point. I think a lot of the time he was getting 2 or 3 people with his
Gaslow!
So, oh my god, Gaslow! Well, they're definitely going to pick up that ETC again here, right? They got to. First pick ETC?
Do it. You won't. Calling you out.
Calling you out. You're not going to do it. Do it. Do it.
First pick. Oh, Falstad went through. Oh, yeah. Hey, you remember Falstad?
I forgot about that. I forgot about the bird Falstad.
You guys remember Falstad?
It's really weird that they put the little man that rides on his back as the profile picture. You know what I mean?
Right? Like,
that's weird.
It is weird. Like, it should be the Falstad, the bird, right? Like, why would they have the like? It's like having like the portrait of Diva be the mech.
Yeah, it's weird. Very weird.
Why would you do that?
We are getting some predictions this time for Poseidon picking up the win, so that's nice to see.
Mm-hmm. They were looking very strong last game. I would not be surprised if they could walk away with the series here. Mm-hmm. But if anything happens in the Nexus.
Remember, guys, you gotta gamble those points. You only got 10 minutes.
You gotta gamble.
Gotta gambo. Get that gambo going.
Remember to gamble with fake internet points.
Yeah, and not real internet points.
Not real internet points. You don't see that a whole lot, do you?
No, you do not. But that Artanis is gonna shred that ETC.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna pick up that Titan killer and just start going at him.
Just going at him. But Azmodan on Battlefield of Eternity is an interesting call. If you can get the Demon Lieutenant into the lanes while you boys are scrapping on the Immortal, so I guess that makes sense.
Anduin ban?
Anduin ban.
Would be pretty good here. Pull people out of danger.
Mm-hmm.
Pull people out of the gray main swipe, so yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Also getting that protect down. Or the light bomb on the Artanis.
Yeah. Ooh, right wing ban. That's a solid ban. That's a good ban.
Mm-hmm. It's a great ban.
Alright, 2 picks for the side of ProBUs.
Yeah, we need another damage dealer, we need an offlaner, and a healer. Deckard would be a really good one here.
Deckard would be good. Deckard would be a good pick. Could also see a Stukov show up. Oh my god!
Lee!
It's Lily!
And Sonya considered, I think, one of the best offlaners right now.
Oh yeah. She,
Oh yeah, never mind.
she got that big damage.
She got that big kid damage. Oh god.
But
Yawning.
Lily getting picked up. Interesting. Do you think we're gonna see some shenanigans with like an off healer Lily?
I don't know. I don't think this team has enough self-sustain to allow for a non-main healer Lily. Unless we see that Hirobi picking up something crazy here, but I don't think we will. I think he's gonna pick up something that'll aid in their race. Maybe Sylvanas.
Well, Sylvanas would be pretty good. Sylvanas would be a great pick.
I think we've seen Hirobi's Sylvanas before, so.
There it is!
Oh, baby! Who called it?
You called it.
Who called it, baby?
You did. So that is main
You
healer
baby.
Lily. That is main healer Lily. Alright, I'm not an advocate of main healer Lily. Because I do not
you
like
are,
playing
in
main
fact.
healer Lily. It is way too stressful. I mean, it's so easy, but you hit that skill ceiling of like, alright, I'm holding down Q, I'm
Now
taking
what do we do?
damage,
No.
I can't save anybody.
See, that for me is white main. Because you pick white main, and you go into combat and you're popping your thing on people, you're just slamming damage down, and you're just always hitting every button always.
All right, let me break it, D Devin. All right, let me tell you about main healer white main. All right.
White main is anxiety the hero.
Okay, but that was auto attack white main. Like that's the most stressful way to play her. Like the correct way to play her is like you pick a dude, you put a Q on them, and then you do some damage.
Yeah.
You do anything more than that, like you spam Qs on people, you spread it out as much as you can. You're not playing her right. Some of your players will die, but the idea is to kill the enemy team. Because she's a mage dressed as a healer.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Anyway, now that we're into the game, let me introduce the ProBUs Strikes Back. We have Desada on Lily. We have Mtino on ETC. We have Hirobi on the infamous Sylvanas. Alan Hicks on Sonya, and Digital Legacy on Grimmy.
For the side of Poseidon, we have Penetrator on the Stukov, Sketch on the Muradin. We have Rix on the Falstad, Le Dieu Pipieu on the Asmodean, and Battlehill on the Artanis. Artanis. All right, let's see what we got for level 1 Greed coming out for the Asmodean. So that's a. Yo, we just gonna siege? Is that what's gonna happen?
That is a siege Asmodean.
Mm-hmm. And Falstad electing not to pick the Baton talent. That's a smart move. Very smart move.
Just give everybody one last heads up that the polls should be closing in about 2 minutes, I think. So if you want to spend your scoops, make some scoop points, then put them. Make your prediction. Who do you think is gonna win?
Definitely called spoonfuls. Get it right.
Spoonfuls. Oh damn it! Oh shit, dude. Why aren't they called scoops?
Power slide
They
onto
literally-
the Sketch is able to walk out of there, and I will not call it scoop because I want to call them spoonfuls. You have no power here.
All right. It's fine. Also, one thing to make a note of, that is a very thick team on Poseidon. The Artanis, the Mirrodin, and the Asmodean, those are some thick boys.
Oh, they have the girth on their side, let's be honest here.
A lot of girth.
Alright. Well, big power slide onto 3 members of Poseidon. I don't think we got enough damage again. In fact, the counter damage is quite a bit. Oh, but Grey Mean's hungry! Grey Mean hungry! Grey Mean hungry for for chicken meat, but unfortunately, it's not on the menu tonight.
No, not on the menu tonight. Artanis and Sonya just doing God's work in the top lane.
God, offlaner is just, we respect you guys so much.
I respect an offlaner as much as a quick match healer.
It's... yeah. like people are down here playing Heroes of the Storm, and the people up here are playing like Farming Simulator.
Yeah. as an offlaner, it's really relaxing and fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rick's
sure.
very low again, has to back out.
Yep. Good barrel roll. Oh, but Stukov with the silence finishing off the ETC.
Yeah, Stukov's silence is pretty brutal once when that Mirrodin stun comes out and Asmodan starts burning your face.
Oh, Stukov taking Spine Launcher level 1. That is interesting. Usually you see either Ballista Spores or the newly buffed Death Puddle. I forget what it's called. But I'm gonna call it Death Puddle.
Not sure.
Is that prediction still up? Or did it just end?
No, it should be ending in about a minute here.
I will
Which should
believe
be about... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll believe you. Alright, looks like we got both these teams electing to race. Who's got the race here? I think this side of Poseidon... Or, oh, maybe.
Like,
This is neck and
nearly
neck.
even there.
Ah.
I really don't know who's gonna end up taking it.
Like, statistically, ProBUs Strikes Back has got the numbers, just because they were...
They're doing it.
Oh, but Poseidon got it! Oh, Poseidon gets it!
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Wait, no. Wait.
Wait,
Wait, who got it?
ProBUs got it?
Ruby's got it?
I guess?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
looking at and identifying colors is really hard. Just ask Devin.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Well, power slide onto the Murden. Murden does have a jump up, so he is able to get out of there safe and sound. Stukov healing popping off.
Now, ProBUs won't be able to get as much value out of this Immortal as they normally would, as Poseidon was able to shred it down to almost no shields, essentially. Yeah, they don't even take a fort here. Do manage to get the front walls down, though.
Both these teams have very potent race. Very able to burn the thing down very quickly.
Now I think Asmodan is doing pretty good on his glove quest so far. It's up to he's halfway down on the first talent and a quarter way down on the main talent, on the base talent.
Ooh, that's true. That is true. Alright. Offlaner's still offlaning. Good job, you guys. Real proud of you.
You guys are doing God's work up here. Just hanging out. As an offlaner, I salute you.
Ooh, I like that. Serpent build and a Lily.
Oh, we are doing serpent build. Interesting.
Poseidon pushing in bot lane with this freshly capped Bruiser camp, which was just instantly melted.
Now Battle Hill is having a little bit of trouble with Sonya in that top lane.
Ooh,
Sonya
big power slide, 3-man power slide. Greymane Hungy looking for Asmodan. Can we get the last little bit of damage as you can? Sylvanas finishing off the kill, but diving a little bit too deep for it and getting reverse killed.
In equal trade, there must always be balance. Now the poll prediction has concluded now, my friend, just so you know.
Alright, we'll see who ends up on top here.
See if you guys make your spoonfuls or not.
Get your spoonfuls. See if we get even more spoonfuls.
Oh, the spoonfuls!
Alright, both these teams still confident they have the race, it would seem. It would seem. No, wait. Poseidon is moving in to get some damage in there. Poseidon moving into team fight. Here we go.
I think they realize they don't have quite as much race as Team ProBUs, but they're going to mount a very successful defense here, it looks like.
Poseidon is also ahead in terms of race to number 10. Talented. Oh my god. A stun right into the Immortal stun. ETC walks into it. ETC stun after stun after stun. Alan Hicks getting pretty low. Hungry for Alan Hicks. Trying to get Sonya damage. And there she goes. And
ooh, Lily down as well.
Lily also getting picked off. Interesting. Alright, ProBUs is in a tough position once again. 3v5, and they just need to get some value, because 10s are also online for the side of Poseidon. We got Stukov going for flaming, Swipe Suppression Pulse on the Artanis, Haymaker on the Mirrodin, Demonic Invasion on the Azmodan and Palisade. Still deciding. To be decided.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Gust coming out here, but that Lightning Chicken...
Yep. And we got the Lightning Chicken. Hinterland's Blast coming online.
Thunder Chicken.
Terms are also online for the side of ProBUs Strikes Back. Devin, let's walk us through some of those.
Well, we got Lily picking up Jug of 1,000 Cups. We have ETZ, of course, going for Mosh Pit. Sylvanas grabbing that Wailing Arrow. Sonya picking up Leap. And Greymane going for the Cursed Bullet. That Cursed Bullet is going to be really devastating for Poseidon.
Boy, yeah. Good suppression pulse to secure the damage on the fort. With no burn from the Greymane or the Sylvanas, and that is a fort knocked over. ProBUs Strikes Back, looking to invade on this camp. Trying to get some damage out of it. Jump onto the Mirrodin. Big Hinterland's Blast lands. But it looks like ProBUs, or Poseidon, will be forced to draw back from this, as Mirrodin took just a little bit too much damage from that. Alright. Hinterland's Blast did land on quite a number of heroes, so it will be up in about a minute. Got about a half cooling reduction on that bad boy. And, alright, looks like ProBUs Strikes Back are looking for a little bit of fort damage. In recompense for the Immortal that trashed their fort earlier. Ooh, Power Slide onto the Mirrodin. Mirrodin does have jump up, of course, and is able to finish it off.
Azmodan comes out.
Azmodan just finishing his first stage of his quest, so he does have wait, is there a first stage of that? What is it? Oh, right, I'm looking at the wrong thing. More Ultra Burn Rage and more Demon stuff. Don't worry about it. Oh, gank coming out in top lane. Artanis getting knocked right off. ProBUs Strikes Back, making a good decision to get that free gank in the top lane, taking Artanis off the map just as Immortal comes up. When we're looking for a 5v4, ProBUs Strikes Back, looking to try to get a little bit more damage out here, trying to squeeze a little bit more value out of the kill they just secured. Mosh is up, so they can make something happen here. Emergent Jump is down. Silence Puddle.
Ooh, looks like they're focusing ETC. They know if they get moshed, that is game over.
Yeah, and there's Jugs coming out, trying to do some healing. Alan Hicks getting kind of low, needs to leap right out of there.
A little surprising considering it's a 4v5 there. I would have expected ProBUs to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, not too much value they were able to squeeze out of that death they got.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a Mosh yet come out from the ETC either. Being very cautious with his usages of it.
ProBUs Strikes Back being on the defensive. Needs to be a little bit safe here. They are looking for something. Oh, Power Slide onto the Azmodan. Azmodan gets really low and gets knocked out of the fight. Health bars are still pretty high for the side of ProBUs Strikes Back. And they are on the offensive, looking to get some burnout onto this Immortal. On Hicks doing some damage onto the Mirrodin. Artanis in the backline trying to do some more damage. Heals coming out from the Stuka. Greymane getting a little bit zoned up. Oh, stunning Hirobi right into the Immortal stun, but then stoppable from the Lily. Counter stun with a leap. Oh, big swipe. Oh, but a Mosh stands Artanis in place at the last possible second.
Yeah, and it looks like this Immortal will be going over to the side of ProBUs. I don't think there's much that Poseidon can do here to stop him.
ProBUs Strikes Back getting a good striking back and going on. Just like the movie. Just like how it happened in that movie.
Yeah, 100%.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Yep.
101 Dalmatians. What even happened in that movie? There was dogs or something?
Yeah, whatever happened in 101 Dalmatians.
I mean, listen, I get it. There's 101 dogs, but what are they doing? What are they doing with all these dogs?
Now here's the real question: how did that mother dog carry that many puppies without imploding into a singularity?
Good question.
Looks like ProBUs Strikes Back here will be taking this fourth, but I don't think the Immortal is going to get much more value beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not too much there. It doesn't have that much health points left. So, somebody hit it. There we go. Thank you.
Somebody give it a little poke.
Somebody
It'll fall right over. You
Oof,
might see
oof.
them try to get a pick on the Artanis here. He is a little bit alone. Nope, nope. Looks like they're going for that top siege camp there.
We're kind of looking for at the bottom siege camp. Sonya doing some lane maintenance. Oh, or she's like, hey, wait a minute. I smell somebody on this camp.
I think she should be able to take him, but she's just waiting for him to do the work.
Nope, pings coming out. Help pings, support pings. Artanis.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's backing out. She knows that the support's going to come in, and it's a bad place to get stuck.
Yeah, backup is on its way. Alright, things seems we have a little bit of a lull. We see Lily finishing up her serpent build. I think she's got one more serpent talent. That's really nice about having like a consistent talent, is that like on almost all the tiers you got one button to choose, and that is snake.
Snake! 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 I'll be here all day. I got Amber asking the important questions in chat. Did Krill really need all 101 dogs?
Well, we got an invasion coming on up in here. Oh, we're looking at trying to get something here. ETC power slide. There's a whatever that move is called with the bippity bopping.
He's bipping and he's bopping.
A stun just barely misses on the Murden, and ProBUs Strikes Back is able to walk out of there.
Murden is living life on the edge with that jump, though.
Another invade. There's the mosh, but
silenced by the Stukov there interrupts it.
Jug's coming out because ProBUs is in full retreat right now, trying to get their tail out of this windpipe.
Oof.
I'm really good with expressions. Don't worry about it.
What was that? What tail windpipe? What?
ProBUs Strikes Back needs to put up a defense on this Immortal, otherwise they'll be in trouble. That is.
It looks like they're going in. Ooh, double stun there coming out for the ETC. Blind coming onto the mirror, then he leaps out of trouble, but Greymane is in there doing his slashing. Hinterland blow hits 3 people.
Yeah, a good deal of resets. Actually, a lot of people. It is 25 seconds until the next Hinterland blast will be on its way. Oh, ETC trying to get a power slide onto the Azmodan, but is not able to get it. Swap trying out for Battle Hill, trying to get a little damage out there, not quite able to pull it off. And ProBUs Strikes Back is in a position where they have a lot of macro pressure on their lanes. They need to do something about that. Either need to give up the Immortal, wait for halftime, or let the bottom lane take a little bit of pain.
They have to make a decision here. They're kind of all over the place right now.
Yep. Oh, that's lingering spines. All right.
That little snake going.
Alright, with bottom lane turned up, ProBUs Strikes Back is looking to strike back once again. Can we get some damage out? There is a suppression pulse.
Looking for a mosh angle right now. He's got to get that Stukov though, or else he's just gonna get interrupted again.
Yeah, leap onto the Sonya in the backline. Doesn't do too much. They did a legacy on the Greymane, getting a little bit low in terms of hit points. Needs to get some of that patented Lily healing. There's the Jug.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
That Hinterland.
Hinterland sniping the Sonya.
Oh, there comes the
big mosh
there comes the
landing
stun.
on Stukov. Needs some damage. There's the Artanis getting finished off.
Oh, and it turns around just like that.
But the Immortal
legacy very low.
Immortal was hit with a lot of collateral damage there, and
who won?
Who won indeed? Poseidon got the full channel off the Immortal. 0 damage done for the side of ProBUs. This will be a tough Immortal to defend against. This is not looking good for this keep right here. This keep
Scary.
Yeah, very not good. Artanis is down for another 20 seconds, so this should be a relatively peaceful defense. The rest of the side of Poseidon still a bit far out. Azmodan chucking balls onto the lane.
He has very nearly completed his quest. He's about 20 annihilation from getting the base quest up, base trait quest.
Very nice. Sonya finishing up in the bot lane, getting that cleared up, trying to come up to the top lane and get some defense going. Need to burn down this Immortal. This Immortal will be taking this keep and marching on to the core. Looks like Poseidon will be backing out to get value elsewhere on the map. Where are we going,
I don't think we're going to see it break through any of the shields. I don't think it quite has enough health to do that.
Poseidon just going to position themselves to take this camp lickety-split. Artana's probably headed to the bot lane to do the same thing.
Yeah, we can see that ProBUs is taking their bruiser camp there.
Yes.
Are they looking for an invade for Poseidon?
See some pings coming out. What do we got going on there? There's an Asma dunk coming out there. That is his 400 stacks finished on Annihilation. He can stack no further.
Mirrodin just being a little dick there, throwing out that stun onto the ETC for no real benefit.
You just gotta stun him. You just gotta send a message that I can stun you.
Yep.
I'm not stunned on what, like a 4-second cooldown? It's fine.
It'll be interesting to see if Aspen picks up that level 20 talent that really boosts his Globes of Annihilation now that he has completed the quest.
That, because almost all the buildings are dead, and taking the additional siege damage for the level 20 for his demonic invasion doesn't do too much unless you're just like chucking it at the core.
Yeah, Pride or Sin's Grasp here might be the better pick as we get really close to that level 20.
That was a weird place to put in a puddle penetrator. It was a weird place. Oh, but we're looking for a gang. ProBUs Strikes Back realize they have to make something happen. They have to get a good pick here and now. There's ETC looking for something. Trying to get an angle on somebody there. Oh, hits the Stukov and the tank. There's Stukov getting knocked out. Artana's getting the swap onto interrupting the mosh. Stukov is already dead and looks like Artana's swapped himself into a good deal of danger.
Yeah, we do have level 20s online now for the side of Poseidon. Mark, what do we got picking up over there?
Well, Stukov picking up the top-off talent. People are also still undecided. We got Asmodean picking up the Pride, so he is going for the additional damage. More damage on the Haymaker, and an additional charge for the Muradin. Nexus Frenzy on the Falstad, and a second charge of Suppression Pulse for Orbital Bombardment on the Artana.
Now that Orbital Bombardment should be pretty good at shutting down this Greymane.
Yep, and especially the race on the Immortal as it is active. Just huck that on that thing and get
global ability. It's also pretty safe for him to use it from anywhere, really. That baby down, gain some extra time, or turn the tide of a fight.
We'll put 10 seconds with Artanis down, and I believe he'll be chucking that Suppression Pulse as soon as he's up in another 5 seconds.
Yeah,
but ProBUs Strikes Back doing their very best to chuck down this Immortal as much as they can. Oh, and no Suppression Pulse. I get it, because this Immortal is completely dead, and just throwing it would be a waste of a cooldown. And this is a sizable Immortal for ProBUs Strikes Back. I think this is what they want to happen. This is exactly what they need. Top lane is a little bit pressured. I see 2 catapults already up there.
Yeah, we do have level 20s coming out for the side of ProBUs now. We got Lily picking up the upgrade to Jug of 1,000 cups. Now it's Jug of 1,000,000 cups!
1,000,000!
ETC picking up Death Metal for that Mosh on Death. Sylvanas grabbing Withering Barrage, Sonya with the Ignore Pain, and Greymane with Hunter's Blunderbuss.
A bunch of very strong ults, and this fort will be going down right away. ETC does have Mosh up, as well as Death Mosh, and Death Mosh is not something you can interrupt. And if he plays ETC anything like me, he goes way too deep and gets a lot of value out of Death Mosh.
Yeah.
Oh, Hinterland's Blast coming out. Everybody's so low here. There's the Jug of 1,000 cups. 1,000,000 cups. So many cups. Everybody getting cupped. And I think... Can we get any more value out of this Immortal is the question here. And I don't know if the answer is yes. Yes, Sonya Harding to deal with the catapults, because catapults are taking away a lot of health on the core. These are late game catapults. You can't let them do that.
100%? No, you cannot.
I think ProBUs was hoping to get the victory there, because he just kind of left the lane alone, and I don't think that worked out for them. So they did take a little bit of punishment in exchange, but I think they're looking good in this position now, because having 20s is quite a boon for them. It looks like... Oh, yeah, Poseidon... Oh my god, I accidentally hovered over the towns. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh, I thought we were... Okay. I think we were... Oh, yeah. There is the demons coming out.
They're all freaking back here.
Yeah, demons coming out onto the fort. And this fort might just die to these demons. Or this keep, rather. Nope. Keep is alive with 587 health. I forgot how to...
There's a bruiser camp in the top lane that they're gonna have to deal with here in a moment.
Yeah, a lot of pressure ProBUs needs to deal with. Oh. Fort get dunked.
Keep.
Get dunked.
Because you want to keep those ones, remember?
Yeah. You know. Yeah, I get it. I get it, okay?
Because it is foretold that the front ones will fall. But you really need to keep the back ones.
Oh my god. Have you been working on that all weekend, Devin?
It hasn't taken me 3 months to come up with that. It's taken you 3 months to come up with that.
My feelings. Oh, and once again, half a second too late on the invade to try to actually get the channel on there. That would have been pretty good steal there if you were just like a little bit earlier.
ProBUs needs this Immortal. If they lose this Immortal, that is game over. Level 21 Immortal, no way they can mount any defense for that. So it is a race.
Yeah, both of these sides just kind of defending. Poseidon, seeing the enemy team had to deal with the bottom lane pressure, moves right in onto the Immortal, gets as much damage as they can on it. And now they're in a good position to defend. ETC coming in with a power slide, does not mosh. Very smart move because Stukov is lurking around in the back lane.
Yes, he really needs to mosh that Stukov. He's the only one that can interrupt the mosh.
Yeah, Stukov and Murden. If you can get the two of them, that would be muy bueno. We did see Artanis with a swap before the interrupt. So that is also another interrupt for them, but if you land
this
those
is not... Sorry, continue.
Yeah, it'd be good.
This is not a sustainable position here for ProBUs. The Abadan can just keep dunking on that Immortal.
Yep. And the top lane is in a lot of pressure. They need to do something really quick here. They're forced into this awkward fight here. Yeah, there's pressure calls coming out.
Sonya blinded.
Yeah, she does have spin to window. That does not blind that. Trying to get a little bit of damage out here. ETC looking for a mosh. There's the mosh coming out. Oh, but Hirobi does get finished off, and along with the Lili. Greymane looks to be close behind. Alan Hicks trying to get out of that stun. Does get finished off by the Murden, looks like. And Greymane solo defense here, trying to get these catapults off the core.
And I don't think these catapults should deal any damage, especially with both of them here. But it looks like Poseidon's looking to finish the game here.
Yeah, this is a rough defense. Shields are almost already down from the catapults, and this is a 5v2. This will be tough. ETC will need to get a lot of death mosh value here, and the Greymane is already so low, and the core is at 0%. So I think it's pretty safe to say at this specific point in time that I'm talking here, that I think it's pretty safe to say that the game will be going over to the side of Poseidon.
Yes. I'll make sure I do not confirm that prediction until I see the stream catch up this time.
Good call.
One person is going to win a lot of channel points there. We only had, I think, 1 or 2 people that wanted, or that voted for Poseidon to win here.
Alright. Taking a look at these numbers, we got Asmodan with the most hero damage, the most siege damage, and the most soak.
Jesus.
In
Le Dieu,
game.
you are never going to play that Advent again. Everyone's going to ban it.
I don't know how do I sort this back to teams? Alright, just pretend it didn't mess it up. Just pretend it didn't mess it up.
It's fine. Okay, let's choose the outcome there. Poseidon won the second round. There we go. Complete prediction.
Alright. And we do have somebody.
Great game from both of you here.
Heading to lobby 1.
You put Pute in lobby 2. Look at him.
Oh my god.
Look at him over there.
We're in lobby 1. Taking a look at this.
We go over to lobby 2.
Is that our PPU? Oh, sure is.
Interview time?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Okay. Important question.
What's up?
What is a ProBUs?
It's a mythical creature that smokes a lot of marijuana. And he's got a whack. He's got an okay Rainer. And he plays on the NGS team Poseidon and from Quebec. And Pump siren. I eat rice, chicken, and vegetables, and
Okay,
a
perfect.
lot of water.
Yeah,
That's a
Nice.
puppy.
I got it. Thank you.
Very nice. All right. Well, congrats on the win of this game here.
Thanks, man.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I think this game, we changed something in our communication. We started shot calling me and Rix, and everything is way smoother. And we went on Alterac, and that was the best decision we could make because this is the best map we can play on.
Yeah, very nice. All right, so let's talk about these games here. So game number 1 took us to Alterac Pass, and you guys picked that map. Is there a specific strategy you guys like for that map?
No, it's just because it's my highest win rate map on solo queue, and I just like the map. It's really simple because there's only 2 camps, and you cannot fuck up the macro. The macro is very important, and we won the moment we got top 4, bottom 4, and all we had to do is sit on boss and wait it out because the lane were pushing on our favor, and we won like that. It's that simple.
Yeah, very nice. Was there any concerns about the Chromie getting luck? Because I know Chromie has been kind of a powerhouse as of late.
We hate Chromie. We ban her sometimes, but I think we just forgot about it. But she's really hard to deal with, and she has a lot of range, too much damage, and yeah. But I think the macro outscaled the Chromie pick by a lot, and them not having a tank. I don't think it was a good choice to go Uter and Stukov. I think Stukov is kind of too slow to not have a tank. If they went double Healer, I think they should have picked something else than Stukov. The Uter was alright, I guess, but I think they fucked up on draft right there.
Fair assessment. Devin, you got anything else for game 1?
No, I think he pretty much covered everything for me.
All right, game 2, you guys also picked. Was there another time that you guys... language. Was there another strategy you guys usually like for Battlefield of Eternity?
Actually, I think that's my first time playing this map in 5v5 NGS or Lounge or whatever. And actually, not really. I just went Asmodan because of the Demon Warrior build that deals a lot of damage on this map, and everyone was skeptic of my pick, but I think the results showed it. I did a lot of damage on this map.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we kind of did the same strat on Alterax. So on the last objective, all we had to do is sit on ours because they didn't get the buildings and we did. So the lanes were automatically pushing on our side for them, and I had my passive too. So that's why I picked Asmodan. I like Asmodan on this map because even though it's a 2-lane map, you can just spam your passive in one lane over and over again, and it's all right.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
we also had the Falstad too. Don't forget to ban Falstad.
Yeah, fair enough. Falstad has been quite strong. What is the team's opinion on that? On Falstad's recent buffs?
It's pretty. I think we were pretty close to a banner pick for Falstad. Usually, well, right there. If they didn't, they should have banned Falstad. Obviously, we do pick or ban Falstad. He's too good. Like his level 1 passive does way too much damage, and yeah, I think Falstad pick or ban.
Yep.
Though I would like to W build back, but they need to nerf it.
Yeah, and they did bug it a little bit, so that's kind of fair. All right. What else? So they had ETC with the Mosh. They did land a couple of good Moshes in that game, and I think you guys were trying to keep the Stukov back for those interrupts. Was that the whole plan the whole time?
Yeah, TC did really well this game, and especially on the catch where top, he got Muradin and Stukov in there, and we didn't have anything else to interrupt except Artanis maybe, but he was already dead. Mosh Pit is definitely a problem, and I think we got to work on more picking a TC or either banning him because he's pretty good.
Yep, that's a good call. All right, Devin, you got anything else for game number 2?
Yeah, we saw them. I think they first picked Sonya, in this last round here. Was there any worry about about them out soaking you in the off lane there, just because Sonya is like considerably one of the top off laners right now?
I think Battle Heal did a great job of soaking lanes. He ended up with a lot of soak, and we didn't fall behind pretty much. And our control as a 4-man squad with the R10 is splitting. No, Sonya wasn't a worry right here. We were more worried about a TC and maybe a mind control, but she went Welling Arrow on Sylvanas, so it's not so bad. And it's so we didn't care much because we were moving around and getting me Q stacks on Asmodan. So no, we didn't have a worry on Sonya, honestly, and we didn't even ban her, so we didn't care.
Okay, that's about it for me, Mark.
All right, I guess that's it for us. So if you have any shout-outs you'd like to make, the floor is yours.
Shout out my team. We're the best. See ya, boys.
All right, GG's, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
I think he left.
He left.
Back to the cube.
Here we go.
We're back in the cube.
Here we are. But yeah, that's all we have for you guys tonight. Thank you, Arby's, for the follow, and let's see.
It's the official Arby's? Twitch?
It's the real Arby's.
Are we getting sponsored by Arby's, dude?
Are we getting sponsored by Arby's?
Dude, I would 100% accept a sponsor from Arby's. Would you?
Of course. Obviously.
I'm like, duh.
Let's see. Who is streaming right now?
Let's
wait. These times are wrong because of daylight savings time didn't roll over correctly for the bot.
Shit.
So hold on. So does this mean is bloody is he streaming? Because it's forward to, so that's 8. So if he's doing some pre-streaming.
Preemin? Is he Preemin?
I don't like that word, but yes. Maybe. Nope, wait, no, he's not. Let's see. Who else we got?
Get out of here, kitty.
I think it's just Bankai.
We
We send people to Bankai a lot. Let's see if we find something else.
You want me to find a rando?
Yeah, find us a rando.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I gotta pick a good one. Player POV NGS match?
Oh, who dat?
The Crushinator.
Oh, yo, Crushinator? Let's get him over to Crushinator. Wait, Bloody just started streaming. Let's go. That's where we're going.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Slash. Hey, come on. Get me in there. Slash raid. Come on, let me use my keyboard. There we go. Slash raid. Bloody 924. There we go. We're on the way. Thank you everyone for coming out. Y'all are super awesome, very cool, handsome, and beautiful.
All of those things. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If they tell you otherwise, you send them over here, and we will talk nicely to them.
Yep. We'll share very flattering thoughts with them, and share some tea, and cookie recipes.